Yep.
It seems to be notes on converting plants, basically, and magically, or converting plants to potions and magically modifying plants.
Flicking through it, anything looks like a spell, or is it just lots of notes?
Lots of notes, lots of method. Seems as though you need to use a lot of this apparatus.
Interesting.
Anything about that weird plenty
Yep.
heart thing
Getting
that I
onto
found?
that. Yep.
I would be like poking over Piscaria's head and asking
I'm
because I
flicking
don't read
through.
Sylvan.
I'm clicking through. Anyway, Minton.
There is a section basically saying the League has asked me to make this. I don't agree. I make it.
Does it say what it does?
Effectively, it produces spores. If you breathe in the spores, you die. Then your body animates and starts making spores.
Yellow
So
musk creeper.
It's like cordyceps.
The fighting equivalent is a yellow musk creeper.
Basically the thing from The Last of Us.
It's like a cordyceps fungus. Cordyceps fungus are the ones that infect like ants and spiders and stuff.
Is that the mind control fungus?
Yeah.
It works
them
like
climb
that.
climb up a tree and then kills them.
Any notes on how to destroy it safely?
Fire.
It says
Safely,
that it specifies that it was crossbred with brown mold, so that fire makes it stronger.
Asshole.
Fiend fire.
Any notes on how to get
Harry Potter.
Any notes on how to get up to the room where it's stored?
I'm impressed how quickly you realised that was from Harry Potter.
Then clearly you do not know me.
What are you, some kind of nerd or something? God.
Looking
Me?
around, there does seem
No.
to be a small teleportation circle.
Oh.
Monkey, you know what game you're playing, right?
I'm going to point the teleportation circle out and say, wasn't it impossible for us to breathe up there? We're going to have to find a way to vent the air and any spores up there before we try and get up. Do I see any way to activate the teleportation circle while I'm looking at it?
Looking at it, it seems as though if you stand in it,
Okay, so it's just enter and teleport.
Yep. It looks as though it's like enter, stand around for a second.
So, what are we doing, kids?
I can hold my breath for over a minute.
I can hold my breath for.
I like how
however
you
long
said
I
that like
want,
it was some
but-
kind of superpower when like almost everybody on Earth can hold their breath for a minute. Other than like small children and old people. Like everybody.
When Muse said that,
it was stunning satire.
Nora would pat her on the shoulder and say, "That's adorable."
Still, the point is that we need to find a way to vent the air up there.
Yeah. I know you said we're not supposed to destroy anything, but just a tiny
Throw a hole in the wall.
Tiny hole in the wall. Make a window. It was
Toby's-
always there.
The
Toby
issue...
is 100% up for property damage.
So, you know how you breathe these spores, you die. You know how that air has been up there for however long you said it was.
Yeah,
Player
the
memory
problem is
failing me.
I can't make holes in stuffs.
So, what happens if we bust a hole up there, the spores get out and start killing things in the jungle because they've drifted, the forest because they've drifted through the wind?
Oh, that is a problem. Hmm.
And
Because,
how up for camping out here, waiting out here, people tonight? Are we wanting to return to Arcadia today? I'd quite like to study some of our finds, but if you would rather return to the city.
I don't mind camping. It's pretty much how I live my life. I don't know about the others though.
I may need to share some equipment, considering I wasn't expecting to camp. But I have been in worse situations.
How is the weather? What kind of weather is it? Where we are, like,
Pretty
can we just...
cold.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cold, pretty overcast. Not completely Baltic, but you're talking like...
But like, if we have a campfire and we sleep in bedrolls around it, will we freeze our asses off, or is that doable?
It's bearable.
Shit, does my wizard's kit even have a tent? No, it doesn't.
I was going to look to see if I had a
Wait,
tent.
why are we wondering about tents when we have a tower?
True. We
Yeah,
could
and
sleep
other
in the
things-
tower.
But okay, player question, because I'm sure Piscaria would figure out a way, but I'm not Piscaria, much as I might like to be. How the fuck do we vent the air up there without spores getting out and murdering everything?
Do you not have anything that can assist us in holding our breath?
All I heard from that was Jamie now wants to be a woman.
There has to be a way to safely vent the air out without killing everyone.
How long do we need to be up
Oh, I
there
do have a
before
small
we get
tent.
Send it
What
to
if
another
we-
plane.
What if we volunteer someone to breathe up all the spores and then we go in? And that way only one person dies, but they really, really definitely die.
Well volunteered, Toby. Up you go.
Well, I would say an
Yeah,
NPC.
remember
is more...
remember the bit
No,
where
no,
the person who dies from the spores then produces more spores.
Well, just put them in a box or something. And it can be an NPC. Nobody cares about NPCs.
I do not know what you mean by that.
We are the
However,
questionables.
there is
Sorry, an
probably...
NPC is a
It's a slang.
null personal. It basically means they're not important.
Now, if it was an APC,
It would be armored personnel carrier.
Nerds.
which I'm sure the Empire has.
Can I point out?
I am not obliged to answer your questions.
Are we playing Star Wars?
How long do we really need to be up in that room for before we get out? Realistically.
That depends on whether we think it's best to deal with the heart or let someone more qualified who can vent the air without killing everything
Can we
deal with it.
Can we report to your superior in Arcadia? I'm sure they will want to know about this.
I would need to teleport us back on the return trip, but yeah, we could report this, take our findings with us, get compensated for what we've found, bring the notes back. They're going to want to search us anyway, but I can teleport us in and we can report this, because this is beyond me to figure out a safe way to get up there without killing the entire forest.
We have people who can cast Bear's Endurance. We only need to send a few people up there, I'm sure. The most heartiest, they can hold their breath, do their thing, and get back out with any findings.
We could send like people who can. I would like to not be alone up there.
People
So
with the lungs
people
of not children.
who have better lungs. We could go up, go grab the chest in which the heart is. It seemed to be pretty well sealed, so it should
I was going to say,
be
you
okay.
did notice that it was pretty sealed, and it was only with the it was only when you opened the chest that some spores came out.
Yeah.
Lavender will just step up.
So we
Hang
could
on.
go up and go grab that chest and keep it closed and take it back through the teleportation circle.
What's the rules on how long you can breathe?
2 rounds per point of Constitution. If a character takes a standard or full round action, the remaining duration that the character can hold their breath is reduced by 1. Once this runs out, they have to make a DC 10 con save to continue holding their breath, where each repeated round, the DC increases by +1. If they fail one, they suffocate and go unconscious. The following round, they go to -1 and start dying.
So
They
quick
die.
calculation, what is Lavender's constitution and how long can she hold her breath?
She has a constitution of 16.
I
She
can
can
hold my
hold
breath
her
longer
breath.
than you can.
What's Pescari's constitution?
18.
The fuck?
So yeah, double it.
Yep.
Double that number, and that's how many rounds you've got. Each round's 6 seconds.
That's really not long. How
It's
do you
nearly 4
people
minutes for 18.
live with it? How do you people live
Quite a long
with
time.
needing to breathe all the time?
Hmm. A standard
So how
Constitution.
long can Lavender hold her breath with 16 con? Sorry.
32 rounds.
32 rounds.
So I can do it for 36.
Yeah, so that's about 10 rounds is a minute, like 3 minutes, 3 minutes and a half.
3 minutes.
Do note, if you take a standard or full action, that number gets declared 1.
So ideally we've got 2 minutes to get up there, grab stuff, get back out. We want to be safe on this.
Yeah. Which is basically 20 move actions and 20 stand actions. Surely you can do something with that time.
And who can you cast Bear's Endurance on?
I can't do it, but I'm sure some people can.
Dawthon.
I don't know how many people it is. I've got one.
Because if we go Noah, myself, Lavender, if anyone else wants to come, then I hope you've got a high constitution.
Creature
At
touch 1
any
standard
rate,
action.
I will cast Breeze on anyone who comes up. It does give a +2 bonus to saves against a bunch of things, including cloud vapors, gases. I'm gonna guess spores too, because it's like tiny
Yep.
wind around you.
3, I can cast it on.
Okay, so you could give
Everybody an extra
I
4
don't need
rounds.
it.
He's got.
so you could bring Lavender up to 36, me, and then don't bother with me. So then we've all got Lavender. I have the exact same amount of time. Noah doesn't need to breathe.
It does mean that we will not be speaking, so but we probably still
Message.
have message on, and if
Uh,
not, someone can refresh it.
How this is a question I would be thinking. How large is this chest? Like, are we able to get it into, for example, a bag of holding, or
It's a reasonably large-sized chest. This is going to sound like a really strange analogy, but do you know if you've ever been in a bunk dorm, like a boarding school? You know
Yep,
the
I know
big
exactly what you mean.
chest.
Yeah, it's the
You have a-
footlocker. It's a
Yeah,
footlocker.
it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a foot
It's a
locker.
footlocker.
Could Lavender lift it and carry it? Because she's got 28 strength.
28 strength, yeah, she can fucking just
Fucking
stick that
hop.
thing over her
Yeah.
shoulder and just fireman carry it.
As note, message
Death by
does require
snoozing.
that we whisper in this version. It's not purely telepathic, so...
hang on, Minton?
Yep.
For the purposes of being able to teleport, how heavy is this chest? Is it more or less than 200?
I mean, part of me wants to say you wouldn't know, but I guess what's fucking North could
Yeah, I would've-
guesstimate. Give me something that weighs 200 pounds as like a comparison.
Pounds are a mystery to me.
You probably.
Whoa.
Wow.
Savage.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I sit around 200 pounds.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
a little under 200. I'm pretty sure. So I think that sounds about right.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. I just googled 200 pounds in kilos. Okay, it's
So,
not that
Vincent,
heavy.
the weight of me, Monkey, or yourself?
I mean, that's actually quite polite, thanks. I looked how much my actual weight is in pounds.
Then the weight of me or Monkey?
Wow. Yeah. It's an extra person, basically.
So, okay, that means I can teleport with it.
By the way, a footlocker, it's just me saying, a footlocker, unless it's fully loaded, is actually not that heavy, but it depends on what it's made out of. I'm just
Yeah.
knowing from experience, just from my brother having several of them.
Yeah,
So-
but that's
That's
probably
Vincent.
like
Human
full.
heart weight.
Oh no, this is like a proper sturdy wood one. It's
Yeah.
like this thing
Vincent.
would be.
Okay.
To quote from Teleport, you can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed your maximum load, which for me is 260. So, I can bring the
260.
chest.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, I was just making
do I
sure.
want to
So
open this
yes,
link on recording?
It's mass of a human heart, an encyclopedia of scientific essays.
Okay.
I
But
would
it
also
is
like to
but
argue
it
that
is a
this thing
magic heart.
so
thing is,
if we
like,
do
bigger.
manage to, if we do go up here and extract the chest, I can teleport back to Arcadia with us and the chest, so long as either Toby or Nur climbs into a bag of holding. Because I can't quite boost my caster level up to be able to take everyone without anyone being in a bag of holding.
I mean, that would basically just tell Toby to go to his room. I mean, that should be fine.
There's a reason I said no. She doesn't need to breathe in case something goes wrong.
Presumably the environmental effects wouldn't affect me in the bag of holding.
No.
I'm breathing space
Oh, wait.
air.
Bag of holding has 10 minutes of air.
Yeah,
I was gonna
But,
say there would be.
Which you told me before I spent like 6 months in there.
I'm
I think
sure.
they leave it open. for
Yeah,
you.
you guys leave the bag open ever so slightly.
Can you just
so,
put your head
Vincent.
in the bag, breathe in the bag, put your head out of the bag?
No, because there's no air in it.
And what's the question?
Scuba diving with a bag of holding.
So just to make sure, if we go ahead and do this, and I think we're going to want to break so Mia can go walk the dog.
Yeah, please.
Woke the Doge.
So if we go up there, Lavender can grab the chest and teleport circle it back down, and then if we can get it out of the tower safely, we can teleport with it plus everyone, so long as one person's in the bag of holding, correct?
Yes.
So yes, we can extract this. I'd like to loot the rest of the tower, disable, I'm down to 1/3 level spell slot, so disabling magical traps will be difficult, but I want to loot and turn as much of this crap to the Arcadians as possible.
It's a good job Cerule has no weight.
Well shit, yeah, how did Cerule come along with teleport?
Magic. Don't question
She's still a
it.
being. She's teleported to here with us.
She's teleporting for free! Don't worry about it.
Technically, she's part of my shadow, so...
She lives in the bag of holding.
Plus, she'll come with a teleportation circle when we come to Arcadia.
Huh?
I didn't catch all of that.
Something about teleportation circle came to Arcadia.
So,
He was in the teleportation circle and teleported with us when we came to Arcadia.
Okay. So
Remote
okay,
fire
are we
actually.
calling a quick break here for benefit of Mia?
Yeah.
Alright.
Then this might. I'm probably going to quickly grab myself a snack now that I'm not feeling quite so blessed. So if the people that aren't going up to the top of the tower want, this might be a good time for them. Minton just saying.
What's this?
Because I think we've said it's going to be myself, Nur, and Lavender going up to the top of the tower through a teleport circle,
I like
which
to send
leaves
solos
Gorthon,
as well.
Sarab, and Toby picking their noses. So I don't know what they want to do,
I don't know, picking my nose sounds pretty good.
but be right back.
I'm gonna find a picture for Lavender because I forgot again.
But
I mean-
you're such a pretty flower.
I know I need to find something like that. Hold on.
Alright, I'll be back in a tiny bit.
I mean, there is legitimately just a picture of some lavender.
No.
I didn't hear a word of what you just said.
There's
That
a
was-
legitimate picture of a lavender flower.
Okay.
I mean, I said some lavender, but yeah. So how's everybody's day been?
Shut up, Minton. You don't care about how my day's been. Fuck off with your faux caringness. You don't care. You don't know me.
You're
he's
not my
only doing
real
it as the
mom.
stream's on and YouTube still recording.
Every time I hear that, I imagine my cat saying it to me. You're not my real mum.
I am very grateful for the fact that they are willing to spend everything of their own abilities, and I can just sit around doing nothing and reaping all this benefit. I've barely had to cast any spells. I can't wait to get my early night tomorrow night.
What's your early night tomorrow?
I'm probably going to bed at like 10.
Nice. I have nothing to do tomorrow, so
Early night.
Wake up early to do all that nothing.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
work tomorrow. It's fucking glorious. But Becky does. Becky has to go to work, and I don't. Becky has to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Fuck that noise.
what's what?
Hey, you fucking neat. Actually, you're not a neat because you're an You're in education, so you defy the definition of a neat.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Neat. It stands for not in education, employment, or training. It's basically just a term for fucking losers. And so I called Minton a loser, but I take it back. Minton's not a real, genuine loser. He's just a pretend loser.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, basically going to university is getting paid by the government to live,
Well,
be
no,
unemployed,
getting paid
effectively.
by...
Effectively.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm doing comsci, and I have, like, at the moment... You know what, I'll tell you how many contact hours I have.
I'm back.
But no, my point is basically, besides the technicalities, get paid by the government to be unemployed, don't do anything, and your parents are proud of you too.
This week I have 6 contact hours.
Which you're probably going to go to one of them. Maybe.
I mean, I'm going to the one on Friday because it's a marked seminar.
And all the others are, they don't exist.
So one of them's at 9 a.m, so that just doesn't exist already.
I know those.
My Monday one is at 5 p.m, and that's way too late, you know. I can't be bothered to go to one at 5 p.m.
The day of educational work is ended by 5. He says waking at like 6 till 7 every day. But yeah.
The day of educational work is about 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Go to class from 8 in the morning till 9 at night.
That's cute.
No.
And then I went to
way.
work 5 days a week and went to school too.
No way.
And would go from 8 to 9 on those 2 days because the labs I could get pretty late. And then, or like, because you can get a 3-hour class once a week. So one week I did chemistry for 3 hours, and then for Tuesday I did like chemistry for 3 hours, and I would do another 3-hour class for the week after that. And I did that for at least 4 semesters, and worked 5 days a week.
Fuck that noise. Actually, you just saying doing that for 4 semesters just reminded me of something I had to write on some paper today. So I'm meant to hand into human resources or this like sheet of paper that asks me if I am in training, in education, have work, where I've worked beforehand, if I have worked, if I'm unemployed on benefits or anything. This is all for like in Germany. If I am insured to work on the premise privately or not, etc., etc. Basically, the entire reason for this form is to see if my company needs to take some money out of my wage to give over to the insurance company, so I'm insured to work on the premise. I've already done this sheet, handed it into HR, and also given all the papers of my insurance from my university. And last week, I got an email from my boss, different from my supervisor, saying, can you fill out this form and send an email to HR? I'm like, I've already done it. He's like, can you do it again? And I'm like...
Umbra, how long have you lived in Germany?
About 3 months now.
And you haven't yet learned that nothing a German likes more than a well-designed form.
I mean...
As far as they're concerned, they're doing you a favour. They're giving you an opportunity to fill in this form again. They're like, oh, he's the new guy. We'll let him fill in the form again. I'm sure he'll love it.
Honestly, in the first month of me working, I actually did, because it meant that I didn't have to do work. Now it's just tedious. I had to spend a month dealing with HR. I now realise why everyone hates HR. Sorry to anyone out there who might be watching this that works in human resources. Your entire workplace hates you.
My girlfriend. It's not really. It's recruitment. It's not really HR.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're not a smushy South person. Don't worry. It's okay. You're living in southern Germany. It's fine. you live. Is it in Bayern or near Bayern? I'm trying. Are you actually in the Free State of Bavaria?
I think it is in Bayern, because I can still buy like Bayern tickets to go to and from Munich.
Nice. Then it's fine. You're not a Saupreußen. All is good. Please tell me you know what that is.
I'm guessing it's German for Prussian.
It's a Prussian pig.
Okay, close enough. That's basically German for Prussian. Let's be honest.
My face when Königsberg is under Russian rule. I create him. They even renamed it to Kaliningrad. Literally, you know that... See, on the world map, there's
You mean the
Russia.
little exclave of Russia?
Yeah, that was the capital of Germany in like the Renaissance. It's Königsberg, literally the King's Mountain or the King's Hill. Well, it's mountain, but Bergen. But
Wait,
yeah,
Konix is king.
König.
Koenig, yeah. It's like you get
Koenig.
the
Keep calm and blame Bismarck.
Königsreich Preußen, the Kingdom of Prussia.
what's King
K-
Tiger?
Königstiger.
That's boring.
Konig with the O having the umlaut.
Yep. Ko with umlaut Nig. Yeah, König. And then Königin is queen.
So
Königsreich is kingdom.
Platz is
Minton. A,
Uh,
B, or C? I just posted 3 pictures. I don't
What's
think I like A, B, or C.
What's German for race war?
I always see.
Reminder that Mia is still recording.
Leuteskrieg.
How
I mean, that's
inflammatory
people's
can we
war.
be?
I mean, I could get this video taken off YouTube in one simple sentence.
You could get it
Hitler did
taken off
nothing
in
wrong.
many different sentences, to be fair.
Hitler did nothing wrong.
I mean, I could say that, except he did. He
He
failed.
lost. God.
I want to
Man,
point
we
out,
should
I'm not
we
saying-
should never ever go out in public together, Minton. You and
I-
we would just
I mean, my mate and I were out drinking, and he's like, I
already
should
know the stories of
probably
drinking,
lay off the drink because I'm a good Christian, and drinking's bad. And my only reply was, so when are we retaking the Holy Land? Deus Vult, my dude.
It's the part for me being here in Germany where if I'm scrolling through, dare I say it, Bing News just to try and procrastinate my work, there's a reason I'm not saying my company's name. Scrolling down, and there is one about some conspiracy theories about Hitler, and I'm like, scroll, get past that, because the thumbnail is literally black and white photo of Hitler doing the.
Is that one thing you did want to not see?
Considering my computer faces the entire office, let's just scroll straight past that. Anyway, I think.
Oh,
we're
me,
back
it's
in.
bad.
I said hi.
She did.
I did.
Yeah, you fuckers were too busy talking.
I said hey.
Maybe my Discord died. I don't know.
I heard Mia.
You were still talking, so that's fine.
Since everyone's back now, Minted, you've got my whisper thing.
Also,
What's
if we
doing?
could finish not too late, because I'm starting to feel a bit dizzy. Sorry, new medication, and I've noticed that late in the evening I get a bit dizzy.
Fair. I was gonna say,
No, I'm not dying. I'm not super sick. It's side effects of new meds.
fair.
Like,
so
I can
what
go
actually-
for like half an hour, but at 1 I'd like us to be done at the latest, if possible.
1 p.m. Swiss time is
Yes,
midnight our time, isn't it?
it's midnight your time, yes.
Well, that's when the session is due to finish, but I mean, we can finish early if people want, or depending on when we get things done. Can Saru actually pick things up?
No, she cannot physically interact with the world, which is why it's basically only vision. It's
Okay.
only looking for things. She can't. Yeah, she has strength of 0. It's non-existent because she isn't physical.
Fair. Doesn't find anywhere new. Doesn't find any hidden things. Just
This is when they go into the teleportation circle with them.
yeah. Oh, what? Going in upstairs.
Yeah, that's what those instructions. Because I'm not going with, so I'm giving her those instructions when she goes up.
Fair. So who's going up?
Well, I believe me, Piscaria, and Lavender?
And Cyril.
And Saru.
Yep, Lavender's going up.
Fair. So what? I will just get the turn order up, and I will delete the clear. Clear the list. So who was it? It was Lavender,
Me.
Pescaria.
Why do I have a yellow box around me?
Oh. Because you're being selected by the DM, I think. Before we
That's
go up,
right.
I'll cast Breeze on
No.
Pescaria and
I didn't say roll initiative.
Oh.
I'm using this to keep track of how many rounds of breath you have.
Well, now I have 36 initiative. That's Bear's Endurance onto Lavender, by the way.
That gives
okay.
+4 con.
No, doesn't need it.
Yeah, that's pushes 0. That's +4 con, so that means that Lavender can breathe 40 rounds.
Oh, Jesus. So I'm now up to 44?
Can it target multiple people?
No,
Sounds
he's
like
casting
3
on
times.
3 separate.
3 casts.
No, doesn't need to breathe.
yeah, you don't need to waste a spell on me. Although it is appreciated.
I'm still casting it on you.
Okay.
It gives you hit points.
True. I need to set up a thing for that.
We ready to begin this then?
Yep.
You guys are all teleported up there. I will just make a new map, new circles.
Constitution.
Should probably at some point write down all her immunities.
So where do we arrive when we teleport, Mr. Minton?
You arrive in the circle.
Also, rip us on the turn order.
Are you not able to see it?
Nope.
No, because the turn order is on a different map.
It's
Yep.
fine. I can change it so I can keep track of how many rounds of breath you guys have.
And we have to guesstimate.
Yep.
So where do we arrive?
You arrive in the circle.
Is this above where the chest was?
This is the same floor.
So chest is on this floor.
I did not see the teleportation circle when I was in there.
The teleportation circle just now has a pale blue glow.
Okay.
You can see it is effectively designed to be hidden.
Okay. Fair.
So through message, gonna say, because that doesn't require me to speak.
Doesn't it?
Lavender.
In this
Grab the
version, message requires you to whisper.
Oh. Shit.
It's 5e that makes it purely telepathic.
Shit.
So you can gesture.
Yeah, I'm gonna gesture Lavender towards the chest. Minton, do I see anything of interest, like arcane of any kind?
Anything arcane? In where?
This room.
The bed seems mildly magical. There seems like
Detect magic is on before we go up here. I've been upkeeping it the entire time. It's a spam trip.
as it is in this edition. Yep, you are. The bed seems basically enchanted to keep itself in repair. It makes itself. It cleans itself.
I'm gonna tap Piscaria on the shoulder, point to myself, and then point to the stairs that lead up. I want to explore a bit.
Yeah. Siaria nods,
Sorry, Matt.
gestures to no, well, points at no, points at self, points up, thumbs up.
This all already dived upstairs way before this.
And
Ah.
Lavender, I've gestured you towards the chest. You knew that before we went out, the plan was grab it, get
Yeah,
it back into the
so-
circle.
Lavender is gonna run, not run, stop. Let's walk quickly because she was still holding her breath. She's gonna walk quickly over and she's going to pick up the chest or attempt to.
Fair. Can you roll me a strength check, please?
Yes, she can.
You notice at first that the chest seemed to have been attached to the ground, but you just quickly tear it up out the ground. And you sling it on over one shoulder.
She carries it back with ease, apparently.
You're heading up onto the next level, aren't you?
Nur and I are.
Yeah.
The instructions were we wanted Lavender to grab the chest and get back out.
Lavender goes to the circle, then she's waiting to get teleported. She's done her job.
Fair. Heading up onto the next level, it seems quite strange up on the next level. It seems as though it's normal with a stone floor. Oh no, it'd be a wooden floor, even a wooden floor. But in the middle, there seems to be an almost sort of earthen well, almost a sort of natural, earthy grass forest floor in the middle of the room.
Arcana 38.
Continuing, you notice that in the middle of it there is a circular pool of water. Knowledge Arcana 38. What are you trying to figure out?
Do I know anything about this? What could have created it? What could it be used for? If I need a different knowledge to work out what the water is for, then just tell me. I have knowledge all.
I have knowledge all. I know all.
You have knowledge toilets, but no. When I didn't know the system, I asked a GM if I had that, and the GM was like, "Yeah, I guess." But no. Looking, I was gonna say you're fairly certain, like, magic is needed to keep these plants alive. You can see there are some flowers growing. The grass seems to be swaying with a slight breeze.
With my knowledge, do I need a different knowledge? But with my knowledge, figure out a purpose. With what I read in the book, can I figure out a purpose?
I mean,
look
you've
around
heard of
for
like
anything weird.
mirrors.
I see nothing.
You've heard of like mirrors and pools being used as portals.
Ooh.
Okay, I know what this is. Hey, Minton.
Yep. Bing bong. Take a guess where it goes, friendo.
Elemental plane of Earth.
Elemental plane of water, if it's a watery
Hey,
thing.
wild!
True.
I mean, looking into the pool, sort of, you can see there's like trees and forests on the other side. There's vibrant green colours. Fairly certain that's the Feywild.
Hey, Minton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, it's got a vocal component. Never mind. I was going to say, can I press digitation a small sign that says Feywild?
Would my 18 allow me to guess Feywild too?
No, you're. It's something Earth related, maybe, or nature related.
Okay,
You know, it's like.
I would make like a question gesture, a question mark, looking at Piscaria.
Look at it. Nods. With finger in air, draws an X. It's kind of
I
like
thought you were going to do like finger guns.
no. Basically, just the finger draws an X in the air. Like, no.
She's gonna make a face at you like, obviously. I'm gonna point towards back downstairs because we're
Nods.
not going wherever that leads right now. I
I'll tell
wanted
you
to
once
look
we're out of
around.
here.
Yeah, I wanted to look around the room to see if there was anything else of notice, but I rolled a 4 on my perception, so there's just a bunch
speaking
of
of.
plants.
Thanks for the reminder. Hey, Minton.
Yep.
You have too many skill points, you know that, right?
Yes. Yes, I have 132 of them. I am well aware.
Wait, how the fuck do you have plus 19?
So, it is a class skill. I have
Okay.
12 ranks in it. So
Mhm.
that's already plus 15.
Okay,
and then my
that's-
wisdom.
Yep, that's answered my question. I was just.
Plus wisdom, plus Eyes of the Eagle.
Yes.
So it is not a class skill. So, yeah. Eyes of the Eagle plus 12. So, 17 plus 2 for wisdom. Plus 19.
Anyway, we're heading back down and towards the teleportation circle.
Yes. Unless I saw... Was there anything else of interest up there?
Not that you can see now. It seems as though that entire floor is dedicated to that portal.
Any more
There's-
staircases?
There is one more staircase that leads up.
Oh, then we are not going back down, we're going up.
Yep.
Like, I
Does-
point down, you point towards the staircase, and I go, huh, yeah, I didn't notice that.
Minton,
Mhm.
does it seem like this area will attack us if we walk across it?
No, roll me knowledge nature.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Gestures up. Thumbs up. Makes walking fingers through the air, starts walking. How am I feeling in terms of holding my breath?
Yeah. You're starting to notice that you're holding your breath. It's starting to make it mildly.
So this will be the last floor. Okay, so what's at the top of the stairs?
Up here seems to be another library of sorts. This one seems
Ah, God damn it.
seems a lot more sort of personal. You see, there are lots of more naturey looking books. There are some very, very old ones. You see, even some of them have like chains over them, locking them closed.
Do I see a spell book?
Not from what you can see.
Okay, then no.
I'm gonna go closer to one of the ones that are chained up.
I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder as you start to move. Gestures to throat, makes a cutthroat gesture, points down.
I'm going to point to you, down, me, to the books. What
Shrugs,
could
heads
possibly
down.
go wrong? What could
Shrugs,
possibly
heads
go
down.
wrong?
I'm heading back to the teleport circle.
Is Sorul still around?
Sorul is, yeah, I think. Unless Sorul isn't.
Sorul's basically been ahead of them the entire time, like one floor above them. The moment they come up, she's like, okay, I've done looking around and heads up the next stairs. But if she sees that there's only going to be one around, then she'll stick around and yeah. I gave the instructions that I gave, so it's up to you for what she does with those instructions.
What in particular is she? Oh, I was going to say, what's Sortar, Nur, and Nur and Sorul doing then?
I would have had detect magic up also. Just checking. Is there any of the books that has a high magical aura? That isn't chained up?
There are a couple.
I'd like to grab them and go downstairs with them. Like, go back down with them.
You managed to grab 2 of them and then head back downstairs.
Alright. The ones that are chained up, I'm gonna guess, seem magical too.
Yes.
Alright. I want
Depending
to
what the party
come
thinks, I might
back,
want to
yeah.
come back for those.
Yeah.
But we've also got to get the chest out past the room of vines.
Yes. I'll look longingly at the room and head back downstairs with the books. And back to the circle.
So I bet you head back down and you teleport back down into the underground with everyone else.
So, we found a portal to the Feywild, and I really,
Oh.
really want those books.
Well, I grabbed you those books. They're magical, that's all I can tell.
And, hey, Minton, what's the order? Can I spellcraft to identify? Because I told you I have to take magic up. Right, when we first went up.
Yep.
And Feywild,
33.
you say? I was wondering where that led.
Yep, Feywild.
Ooh, I've always wanted to go to the Feywild. Bless you.
Bless you.
What are you doing this on?
The books.
The 2 books that I grabbed. The other magical ones were all chained up, which makes me sad.
When we have a little more time to breathe up there, I really want to grab them. Seems safe. Didn't see any threats. There's a library up there. There's the portal to the Feywild. We've got the chest. His bed's magical, self-repairing. Opinions? And Binton, what's on the books? 33 spellcraft.
What is in the books? One of the books seems to have some sort of conjuration magic about it.
The spellcraft is to identify its purpose.
Summoning book of some sort.
Ooh. As in, if I open it, it will summon stuff, or it has summoning spells.
Mm-hmm. Some sort of summoning magic stuff. You're not a summoner.
Have you said this out loud?
With a 33 on my spellcraft, does it look like it will summon stuff if I open this book? Do you want me to add a UMD to that?
Yeah, give me a UMD to that. Maybe? You're not sure whether the purpose of the book is to summon things, or just has summoning magic attached to it to help you summon things.
Okay.
Hey, I think
I'll
that's one
communicate
thing I
that and
have
look at
better
the
than you.
second book.
Oh, that's one thing I have better than you.
Bearing in mind that the average check for a very hard thing is DC 40.
Oh, that was a crappy roll.
Uh,
Don't worry, I'm just spamming.
Okay.
I'm not actually doing something. Come on, I have a plus 25 on that. Can I not roll higher?
Welcome to our world.
This is why I roll real dice.
Yep.
There we go. Now that's
I won't take so many
decent.
rolls. Right, so I communicate that and hand it off to someone that might be able to figure it out better than me. Second book. Let me guess. Yeah. I rolled a 3.
The second book, the magic seems slightly related to. It seems almost like just the ambient magic around. You think the book might have something to do with nature magic to an extent?
Don't know whether that will help.
Magic comes from the ley lines underneath the planet at the center of the center of the planet.
Well, then I again communicate that and look around and so, opinions, we've got to get this chest out of here. But I really want to get back up and see what we can loot up there. Your thoughts?
I'm going to take the first book. With the fact that I've summoned Sarul and gone through summoning rituals before, would that give me any benefit, bonus, whatever? Taking a look at exploring this thing?
Roll me spellcraft.
Is Identify still working?
How long does it last?
A few minutes. They were only up there a little while.
How long does it last?
Scrolling.
Probably at least a minute per level.
Did I not ping it? Great, okay.
No, I don't think you did.
My bad. Come on. I closed Sarab's sheet because I was only working with Sarul. And now my internet's lagging.
Okay. While Umbra fights his internet, what's the opinion on the others and whether we go back up or whether we just GTFO?
It's about
Lavender's just kind of standing there with the chest still on her shoulder and shrugs the other one. Like, doesn't matter to her.
Back up all the way up through the circle or to the other rooms where there are already a library and stuffs?
I want to see if we can grab those chained up books. I want to see if we can grab those chained up books. I might see. I really hope he left the spell book up there. And then we can back off to the main floors, grab what else we need, and retreat to the capital.
Well, I'll admit I'm curious about these books too.
I'm curious on the opinion of Toby and Gorthon to all of this. Identify lasts for 3 rounds per level.
Yeah, it's about 3 minutes. I've just recast it. I'm going to open it.
You feel like the fresh scent of grass and a small breeze come out, but other than that, it just seems to be writing.
in Sylvan again.
Well, that it is.
Do you need to pass it over to me?
I mean, I have a scroll for if you would be so kind to use it and share your Sylvan with me, that would be much appreciated.
Am I able to use the scroll of comprehend languages to cast it on someone else?
It is not a scroll of comprehend languages, friend. It is a scroll of share language.
Oh. Hey, Minton.
Yeah?
What do I need to roll to use the scroll?
Yamdi.
23?
You should have let me do. Oh no, wait! I don't speak Sylvan.
It's
Fairly
a
certain
level,
that one.
it's a level 1 spell, so I imagine surely it has to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wanting. If this is spells, I'm wanting to read this and try and copy the spells into my book. Just saying.
I just wanted first steps.
I mean, I'm looking over your shoulder.
I imagine Gorthon probably is as well.
So, Minton, what's in the book?
Inside the book are rituals
Yoink.
for
Spells?
summoning Fae to the material plane.
Yoink. I am so copying spells out of this into my spell book.
Not spells.
Oh. Oh.
Not spells, rituals. Slightly different.
Am I able to learn these rituals? Is any of us able to learn these rituals?
You're able to do the rituals, and you're able to memorize the rituals. However,
Need the book.
I will go through that at some point when it is not quarter 2.
So, what's the opinion on Toby and Gorthon between staying here and going to get the remaining books from upstairs and then pulling back to the main area?
Toby will always. I think Toby's opinion would generally be go for broke.
Yeah.
So,
The more stuff we get, the more hopefully will be paid. Gorthon?
Get it all. Get everything.
Then
Because I'm looking forward to the RP when we get back to us after you leave, which will be next week.
yeah, Minton, you got my message earlier, right?
Next week I am Umbra
Minus
Mia,
Umbra, minus Mia, minus me.
Oh, that's minus.
Yes.
Fair.
I might be able to make it for like the last half of session, pushing it, but I wouldn't count on it because I'm flying.
Can always have a downtime session. Downtime fun RP session.
That's fine with me. I'll be here. But I can't talk, so it'd just be a lot of gesturing. Or she can write and make tea for
You know what
everybody.
the others can do? Battle Royale.
Ew, battle royales.
Battle royales are fun. You just need to spice them up a bit.
My character can't talk, and I would rather RP.
Why would you make a character that can't talk when you love RPing?
Because
Why would you play a Kenku in 5th edition? I mean,
Because
literally,
Kenku
why
don't
would you?
exist in my games.
You don't.
They don't
want
makes
exist
to.
it
in
a
my game.
challenge.
Exactly. It's hella fun.
I've managed to convince my GM to consider letting me have an AK-47. It's amazing.
Shakes my head. Is this session being called then?
I was gonna say, are you guys just all gonna teleport back to the capital, then?
No,
Well,
we're going to be grabbing
No, we're
a load
staying.
more stuff.
We want to grab all of the things.
Yeah.
Also, I want my RP before I leave.
Yeah, we're basically gonna stay, and
Get everything.
they're gonna go. Well, they're gonna. Mia and Jamie's character is gonna be upstairs, right? Like trying to get the rest of the stuff.
Only for a couple of minutes at a
Only
time.
for a couple minutes. But we're gonna be like, I'm not going back up with y'all because I got my chest. I did the thing I was supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys need to get back
Although
out to the main
I would
floor
love
and grab
to have
the stuff there.
the person who can pick locks help us. Were the books chained like with locks or?
Oh no, the books are chained shut. Not chained to the desk. The books are chained shut.
Yeah, so you can just bring them down and have the people work on them when you get down.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I can go grab those on my own then.
I mean, you can we can literally just shortcut this and go. Cool, you grab everything.
Yeah.
Cool, you grab everything.
Because
I mean, yeah,
it doesn't
and then-
like
next week we can RP with those while
Yeah.
they're upstairs.
And yeah, Minton, just assume then that Piscaria is going to be taking the time to figure out what the books do. If any of them have spells, I'm setting them aside so I can learn them. Otherwise, just trying to figure out what they do. If any of them seem dangerous, I'm setting them to a different side for someone else to check.
And Nora's probably like peeking over her shoulder and asking a lot of questions and regularly casting comprehend languages just so she can read too.
Fair.
These are just trying to take as much information as possible from everything.
It's another language, you know. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
That is another language, you know. I can't just target the scroll that I did to 2 people.
Nope.
I mean,
But yeah, so that's what I'm
comprehend
gonna-
languages and read magic will make do. Basically, next session you can count that the 3 magic users are just poring over books and nerding out about books.
That's the plan. What's everyone else doing?
Sneaky.
Sneaky deaky pocketing.
I've already stolen all the GP that the other members of the party have on them.
I mean, he's right.
Checks pockets quickly.
Oh no, you're missing all your money.
Shit.
Lavender would kill him.
What do you
Crap,
mean,
I
would?
actually have money on me this time. No.
Hey, Monkey,
I mean-
what's Toby's touch AC?
I actually don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm joking. No, you do still have your money.
20. And yeah, I didn't actually steal all your money. I just wanted to make you all panic.
You say that, but I could see you doing it.
Fuck, I missed.
I mean, to be fair, Toby, you never caught me for the other money I took off you.
Yes, actually, I did. And while we were in the fight arena, I picked your pocket and replaced it with a cat turd. Minton,
Oh, yeah.
Minton will
Yeah.
back
He
me
did.
up that
He
I
did.
actually did this.
He actually did.
that.
How much did you
You
take?
have spent the last, I don't know, several weeks of the party with a cat, several weeks of the campaign with a cat poo in your pocket.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I haven't spent any money, so I wouldn't have checked. So yes, I have. I can't play that one down because I haven't spent money, so I haven't checked. How much did you take?
Only the amount that you pinched off me.
I think it was 2 gold.
I can't remember
3
exactly
silver,
how much it was.
7 copper, something like that.
I know I PM'd Minton about it, so I can probably find out from there. But either way, it was a very small amount of money.
I think it was
4
like 7
gold and 2
GP or
silver
something.
was how
Oh no,
much.
4 gold and 2 silver, that's it.
How do I?
4 gold
here we
and
go.
2 silver. That was more than I took off you. Oh,
Well, too bad.
Anyway,
that
so
takes me
is
out.
that it for tonight?
You managed to pocket
Yeah.
4 gold and 2 silver from his pockets. Great. Can
I-
I also leave a small cat turd in there? Sure, why not? God bless you, Minton.
God damn.
I will presume that you loot the room, to quote Munchkin, as that is what you all are, fucking little munchkins. And then
4 gold and 2 silver has been downgraded from my inventory.
I will presume you teleport back to the capital.
Yes, and Piscara is basically going to be saying, well, Piscara is going to want basically everything taken to the authorities. Hope that we'll be compensated and we still get to read the books if they don't care about them. They can keep the heart.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
they
that
can
noise.
get that.
I'm half tempted to open it in my boss's office. That was not a serious comment. Anyway.
Do it. But no, I guess this is where we'll call it. We'll begin next session with the downtime session, the magic userless session.
And 3 people gone.
But yeah, next session can just be, a nice, relaxing downtime session if people want. Go out,
And-
enjoy the town, enjoy the nightlife.
Yeah, and feel free to like over the course of the next 2 weeks, shoot us a message with what we find out in the books.
Yeah,
And
please.
stuffs.
That is the plan.
Wait, is this basically just spending the rest of the evening and the next day going over these books?
Yes.
So do we actually have to camp out in the tower, or?
No, I think
should
the
we-
idea is we teleport back to the city.
Oh,
we
okay.
do our reading books and stuffs there while the others can RP because we're not actually here.
So, Minton, how much do the Arcadians give us for the heart and the knowledge that we brought back?
You will find out next time.
Well, we're not here next time.
You'll
So
find...
next time we are here.
Yep.
Because would we have gotten the payment that night, Minton?
No, of course not.
It takes
Really?
time. I mean,
It
it's
takes
a
time
paid,
to
yeah.
process.
There's probably a whole lot of paperwork
Then they have to
involved.
apply to the
How much
Ministry of
paper are you here
Finance.
for?
I mean, I'm
I
fairly
will
certain.
see you next
like,
year.
I mean, you should have known that one.
God fucking damn it.
Can I consider that we will start next session with all of our spell slots, or should I keep it down as the things that I've used or not yet?
You can reset your spell slots. Next
Awesome.
session will probably be like a decent number of days, maybe.
Okay. That
It'll be at
works.
least a day.
Yeah. I'll probably want to figure out how to make that spell ring work and have a spell put in it and all that. But that can be done off stream.
Yeah, Minton, what Bashar will probably do if we're just spending the time studying the books is probably invite the other 2 magic users back to her place to use, comfortable reading facilities and the rest of the Scarab's magic shit.
Cool.
Because I'm also going to be starting work on a magic item. I'll PM you about it.
Mm-hmm. Also, we never did discuss like what living accommodations you had,
We need to have that chat.
because you ain't getting any
it's
free
a good
handouts
thing
from me,
we
boy.
have 2 weeks.
No free handouts.
No, at best, invite them back to the apartment because she will still have stuff set up there. Places, workbenches, comfortable chairs to read out, that kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, sure.
She's an
whatever,
Arcadian
yeah.
working on the magic circle. Of course, she's working on magic stuff in her apartment.
Even if her apartment is tiny.
She's
You
an
always
Arcadian.
find a way.
Yep. Life finds a way.
Well,
Life needs things
Well,
to live.
I thank you all for playing, and I will see some of you next week. And the people that I don't see next week, I never loved you anyway.
I know,
Fine.
it's okay.
But yeah, I will see some of you next week. To be honest, the people that are here, it's up to you guys whether you want, a nice RP session where you guys get to do things.
Okay.
I will be here. I expect, unless something comes up, which is always the case.
Yeah, make my token
should be here.
too.
I will make your token.
Thank
If I
you.
don't, just harass me.
But
Harass him
I-
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, just harass me anyway, totally. Also, question, League of Legends. How do I build
Yes.
Kane?
I'm going. Bye.
Don't
Oh,
ask
I'll
me.
send
I'm
that
also
to you,
stopping
Minton.
the recording because
Fair.
Minton,